once again, we make lemons out of lemonade. It's lemonade out of lemons.
You sound like a damn fool when you say it wrong.
So what can we do that we couldn't have done otherwise? All right, it is 1:15. I am on my way to Cedar Point right now from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Stopped here at a stoplight. We are going to go see as many shows for the 150th celebration as we possibly can. Let's go! Something I haven't seen, they have the self-scans open. So we just come in, take our card. There we go. All right, it is right at 4:15. I am here at Cedar Point. In addition to seeing shows today, I'm also going to be trying to find a pretty healthy meal for today. So we're gonna go check out what all we have, what is in the park today, and we're gonna check out these new shows that might be something really fun for us today, or for me today. So come along with me and let's go. I just did some looking on the app and it looks like the Pump Up Pep Rally is happening right now. So, and I think that's the last one of the day. Not entirely sure about that, but we're gonna go check that out. I noticed one at 7 o'clock yesterday when I was here with friends. So I'm hoping maybe I can hit that a second time today, but if not, that's what we're gonna hit. Then we're gonna run right back to Lusty Lil's. You can see the white lines for where the parade route is, which I don't think they've done before because they've never really had like a traditional parade. They'll have like high school parades come through, things like that we've definitely seen before. And I can hear the music for my first show, the Pump Up Rally. So I pretty much missed the show. So it looks like it's actually about 10 minutes, not 20 minutes. But the next show does start at 6 o'clock. So that is the next show that we are going to be going to for the block party. And I don't really know what the block party is exactly, but I mean, I'm down for any party today. So a tall hard cider is very tall, but that is okay today because I am going to be watching a ton of shows and walking straight from one to the next. The Swell Tones are actually up by the railroad and by the diner that I usually go to. So I kind of went the wrong way. One thing I really miss here at Cedar Point is shows that were indoors. Because it is so hot, like my face just has sweat all over it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. So going inside would really be just the ticket that I need to really cool off. Rock and roll is here to stay.
After one says to love her, you love her with all your heart. In chapter 2 you tell her, you're never gonna part. I want to love and I want to revenge. You and me could write a bad romance.
Hey baby, looks like it's gonna hell. Let her come inside, let her teach you how to drive well.
The Swell Tones have some great 90s renditions that I'm real impressed with. Go check out my shorts to find some of those. I love watching the Swell Tones. They're so much fun. Reminds me very much of show choir. Too old for it now, but I love watching it. The schedule said that show went until 5:10, but it is only 5 o'clock now and they just ended. So I have a feeling the beginning number is more important than the ending number. So if you actually want to watch it, you need to be there at 4:45. Don't try to get there for the last 10 minutes because twice now they've ended early on that number where it's supposed to end. Maybe that's the allotted time that they have, but they don't always fill that up. This is the Red Garter Saloon. So right here you are actually coming to the Red Garter Saloon. This should be inside, you know, but they are still, due to COVID, doing outdoor performances. I found the perfect seat to sit in for just a minute here. Check out all that sweat. That's the way my whole shirt looks right now, I'm sure. It's so hot out here, it's just ridiculous.
Well, I got a call from Rowdy around 6 o'clock saying he called a hanker for a honky tonk. You know,
There's no stopping me once I get going. Put a can in my hand and I'm wild as sober. The tick-tock girl, that clock is like a timer.
All right, their name is On Tap. Starting to get hungry listening to this though. And smelling Panda isn't helping. Panda's not exactly a healthy meal though. I will say it's nice to see entertainment on the road. It livens up the pathways. That may be even what they're thinking is they like how many people check out the live entertainment when they're walking by. That might make things more accessible for people in a way, but it also makes things much hotter. Like my shirt is not a shirt at this point. It's just it's just a sweat rag. All right. So we are starting to feel some raindrops, which I'm actually like excited about today because I need that cool down time, first of all, but secondly, it might actually take us right inside for the shows, which would be awesome if Lusty Lil's is set up. Lusty Lil's is set to start at 5:30. It is 5:15 right now. I just read a comment in my comment section that said that his understanding of the parks right now is that they are still a little bit understaffed and that sometimes there may be a few rides that do not open per day based on that scheduling and staffing. So it is very possible that that is just the case, but I don't know. I always appreciate your comments in the comment section, even if they are contradicting what I have to say, because often they are true. So keep commenting, say something down there. Let me know what you know, and often you know more than me, or you know something else besides what I know. I haven't seen any trains for any rides running, so I almost wonder if there are trains shut down already for inclement weather. I mean, I am showing you what you can do during a rainy day. There are still options. This is a nice place with indoor seating to grab your food if you want to come in here. I mean, it's one of the few places where seating is open for people to eat. All right, so Lusty Lil's does not seem to be running anywhere that I'm aware of at this point. However, we've got good mac and cheese. We've got some ribs that look delicious, but I'm not sure what they actually taste like yet. So, well, it is messy. It is extremely hard to tear off. And even to bite it is really hard. It's not tender. It's not particularly juicy. I mean, I'm certainly not expecting a 4-star restaurant, but this isn't where it is. If you're in the mood for barbecue, definitely opt for Backbeat Q. However, this definitely makes a mess. This is now my 20th meal here at Cedar Point on the meal plan, which brings me to $8.85 per meal. That's truly disgusting. Let me know what you think of this place. Do you really enjoy their food here? Leave that down in the comments. Love to hear from you. Now, if you want to know what shows are going on here at Cedar Point, just go to your Cedar Point app, press the shows and events tab on the very front page. Once you press that, it'll take you to the listing of all of the shows for the day, starting with the newest one. It's actually probably the most convenient part of the app because it shows you exactly what is available for you, and you don't have to hunt it down. You can see exactly what's up right away. This is probably the one thing that is more helpful than the Disney app, actually, that it's very easy to see when and where the shows are. You are spending a lot more time in shows, so you're getting a lot of money's worth when you're coming here to see shows. So go enjoy yourself. I'm sad. We should be having a little abrasion right now, and we're not. I'm pretty sure that all of the rides are closed right now, and I hear more thunder on the horizon. Or maybe it's past us, I don't know. So I'm hoping that several different shows are still open. I'm gonna go search for more, not just Lusty Lils. I also really want to see the parade tonight, so that is definitely part of this. But as long as you hear thunder, also, like, every ride shuts down. I'm not sure about the smaller spinny rides, especially that are covered, but anything else other than that. It is rainy and it looks like it might not end, and the crowds have definitely cleared out at this point. But we are not headed out. We are headed to the Toes in the Sand Band out on the beach. And then hopefully the spectacular will actually take place tonight, and I can show you guys what that looks like. I really hope that's not canceled for rain, but we'll see what happens. Apparently Lusty Lils is their last performance is between 5 o'clock and 6:15, so we missed that one. There are several more shops open in Frontier, I want to say Pathway. I'm not sure if that's right though, quite honestly. But there are several more right here that have been opened recently. Explain it to me in the comments all that you want, but I will never understand why people wait for 2 hours or an hour or a half hour outside of the ride itself when the ride is broken down. At that point, that is valuable real estate that you could be spending eating, resting. Go into the Forbidden Frontier and take a nap on one of the hammocks. Do anything other than just standing and waiting a longer amount of time than you would normally need to for another ride. It just doesn't make any sense other than that you want to ride it. And I get that you want to ride it, but wait until it has just opened and then come back. Don't wait in front of it. I will never understand it. Rick just said hi to me. Hi Rick, it's nice to see ya. Thanks for watching. He caught me right in the middle of my judgment of people who wait for lines that are closed. I just don't get it. Get your age and weight guessed even. Do anything. Grab some food. There's so much more to a theme park than just the rides. There are also seats for people to use, but there are 150 spectacular special seats available for people to watch from if you are like a VIP member, which I have information on, but I don't really understand yet. It looks like they're working on drying off the parade route right now, so I hope they're successful. I really want to watch that parade tonight because I've already missed a show. I wasn't able to watch all of them. I'll be fine. I'll just watch it later. Right now, I'm heading out to the beach for the Toes in the Sand Band. We will come back if I can find another show that this starts by. I think every show pretty much ends at 6:30. So, and then they basically get ready for the nighttime spectacular that they have. So I'm thinking it may just be beach time for me. We'll see what happens though. All right, so to be registered for the VIP experience that they have throughout the parks, you have to actually visit each of the locations. Once you visit all 5 of them, then you'll have a QR code that you scan into the app, and you register yourself for the VIP experience for this evening. So you just have to walk around. Apparently you can do it 5 times. That was what I was told by someone. I don't entirely understand the whole thing, but we'll try it out. That way you don't have to if it's not worth it. At this point, a shirt is just a state of mind. It is so wet. I might as well just let my body get wet instead. Uh-oh, it's starting to come down once again. We're gonna go in the side entrance of the breakers. Well, at least I already have my shirt off. It's not like it's that bad. Actually feels kind of refreshing. Well, it started raining, but can you hear that? There's no band. I mean, there's radio, but there's no band. So I walked past them, and the band is sitting there with all their instruments covered, as they should do. I understand it, but it's a nuisance for me because I want to see some bands today. I did get to see 2 bands today, and I'm glad for that. But I'm going back to Frontier Town to see if maybe the band we watched earlier might be completely full inside in the air conditioning and playing the rest of their set right now. So I'm gonna go check it out because the rides are down. A lot of the bands are down. In this case, maybe I understand standing in line for a coaster, because what else are you gonna do, right? Well, it does look like there are a couple rides that are still open. Quite honestly, I know that this is a personal opinion, but even for me, even if there is absolutely nothing to do, nothing's open at all, I still would rather spend time walking around the park and seeing the sights, maybe getting a drink. I enjoy that kind of stuff, so that would definitely be the thing that I'd rather do. Once upon a time, it looks like the entrance to Frontier Trail, that's what I was searching for earlier today, was actually right here at the entrance to Rougarou. I think that's pretty interesting. I love to see maps of Cedar Point and how it's changed over the years. All right, we are coming up to the Garter Saloon, but will they do any music inside? I do not hear it. So let's see. Nah, I got some bad information earlier. It was a worker who told me that they would play in there if it was raining, but no, they're not. As a matter of fact, they took down all of the mics and stuff, so obviously they were misinformed. It's funny because it's not hot now, but it is muggy enough that I'm still just like dripping with sweat. So it's really pretty awful. Coming into Backbeat Q just for a little snack. I think I'm just gonna get some pork and that's all. No sides or anything. Because on the meal plan, I can do things like that. And then I can go sit outside and listen to the band while they play. Backbeat Q is always a great meal. It's fast, it's delicious, it's in a great location right before you go out of the park. For some reason here, the pulled pork is just a little bit dry. The brisket, I think, is always not dry, but sometimes it's a little bit fatty, so I guess pick your poison, which one you want. Either way, I always think it's still delicious. Plus, we also get to listen to the uprights, and I love to listen to the uprights, and this now makes our 3rd live performance tonight. So hopefully we'll see maybe 1, 2 more before the end of the evening. I always think that listening to the uprights is fun. I heard them for the first time, my first or second trip here to Cedar Point this year, and they were playing inside the hotel breakers. It was so much fun. The Toes in the Sand Band is supposed to be playing from 8 o'clock to 8:45 also. So we're gonna go check it out, see if we happen to find some music from Toes in the Sand. But so right now we're exiting one more time. I did get a lightning proximity warning on my phone, so I don't know if that's going to cause a problem or not, but it's worth a shot. And then I can use the restroom over at the hotel too. I just saw some lightning, so chances are there won't be a band out there, although I can still hear the uprights playing right now. So although I'll be just a little bit surprised if Toes in the Sand will be playing with lightning happening around, but I'm just dumb enough to walk out and go see, even while there's lightning hitting fairly close to the area. If I get hit by lightning, then that'll just be some content, won't it? Let's pray that doesn't happen. Well, I have no problem hanging out here on the beach for a while. I have no problem hanging out in the hotel for a little while until the parade happens. But I guess the question now is, does the parade generally happen when it's raining? So we're gonna go find that out. After all, I come to the park so that you don't have to, so you won't have to make this mistake if you come here looking for the parade. So let's find out. Once again, I mean, there is no bad day here at Cedar Point. I was gonna go use the bathrooms there in the sandbar. There's low bathrooms, single stall bathrooms right there. But I'm thinking, given the rain that we're experiencing right now and the lightning coming, I'm just gonna head straight inside to the ones that they have there. Even from the inside, I can hear how bad the rain is right now. It's just coming down in buckets. Concierge said they have not heard from the park that they have canceled the parade for tonight, so I wonder if they are still thinking that the weather might pass us, which looks like it might be possible. So I'm hoping, here's fingers crossed, that we can actually see the parade this evening. So I need a tiny USB iPhone charger for right now. So exactly what I need. I have needed one of these for a while for charging, so cool. When it rains at Cedar Point, it is always worthwhile just to come down here to the hotel. There's Starbucks, there's the surf lounge, there's a gift shop, there are like 3 different restaurants, there's all kinds of different things that you can do here just simply at the hotel. Not to mention, of course, the beach. Now, if you're not staying here, there are certain things that are limited to you, you know, like you can't go swimming, you can't, I mean, you could swim in the lake, no problem, but I wouldn't recommend that while it's lightninging. But you can't go to the pool, either indoor or any of the outdoor pools. But still, there are a lot of options for you. So right now, we're just waiting out this storm and waiting here in the lobby of Breakers Hotel, which is really, I mean, quite honestly, it's one of my favorite places to hang out anyway. So I'm perfectly happy to hang out here and just pretend I am a 19th century mogul who owns a shipping yard and has millions of dollars and is on the Titanic, and I'm just sitting here drinking my cocktail. Because we all know plastic was invented and paper straws were invented in the 19th century, right? So let's wait. Raining a little bit. We'll see if they let me in or if they've closed the gates at this point. If that's the case, then I may just start to head home. We'll see what happens. It doesn't look like the gates are closed yet. All right, so they just told me up at the front here that the parade is canceled. So we saw some fun things tonight. We had some fun. We had some improvisation. There's nothing wrong with any of that, right? But I'm really wanting to see the parade. And I missed it. Ah! Oh well. Well, I'll probably be back on Thursday and we can try to check it out then. But for now, maybe there's 2 more rides that we can ride. There are no bad days at Cedar Point, but there are days when you can do more here than others. So literally everything is closed except for food. I think it's just time to go home. Well, today nothing was open, but that wasn't why I was here anyway. I was here to see some shows. We did see 3 shows. We got to see the Swell Tones, we got to see the band at the back of the park, and we got to see the Uprights. So, we saw a couple different shows. I definitely enjoyed my time here. We were only here for a couple of hours, but we also got to see a massive, massive rainstorm and a nice little rainbow right now that I'm just now noticing. Wow. And you know what? The Cadillac cars are open, so I might just go over there too. What a beautiful double rainbow. At the end of the day, do what you can. Why not, right? There are quite a few people getting on right now. There were a lot of people in line. This is one of the only rides that's open right now, so let's go. Cedar Downs feels like a kid's ride, and in a lot of ways it is a kid's ride, but it is not really for kids. It is a pretty fast, relatively extreme kind of a ride, especially for a circular ride, because it is hard to hold on to. You get going, those G-forces go, and you feel like you could potentially fly off of them. It does have a bit of a thrill aspect to it, so I like that. I see that they are testing the corkscrew, and I haven't ridden Iron Dragon, so today may be the day for maybe a couple of small roller coasters. We didn't get to see the parade because the parade did not happen today. So, if we can't see the parade, once again, we make lemons out of lemonade. It's lemonade out of lemons.
You sound like a damn fool when you say it wrong.
So what can we do that we couldn't have done otherwise? We're gonna take the Sherbet on the way there though, and we're gonna ride the Scrambler and quite possibly the Matterhorn. I think I see people on there also first before we get going. Maybe this will turn into a challenge of how many rides can I do after it rains in an hour. If you have to make the decision between 2 rides who both seem to have very short lines, always choose the one that seems to have the smallest capacity first. So Scrambler definitely has less capacity than Matterhorn does. So choose Scrambler first. Matterhorn's line will probably fill up less fast than this line will. That was literally just a straight walk on. We got let in as soon as I got in the line. So that'll be awesome. Right now, Matterhorn is developing a very, very tiny line. So hopefully by the time that I get there, it'll be, I mean, they still have to fill up a ton of seats. So hopefully by the time that I get there, we will just be able pretty much to walk straight onto Matterhorn too, and then we'll move on to the next place. Right now it's 9:20. Cedar Downs was 1. Now we're at number 2 in an hour. All right, our next ride is Matterhorn. I'm hoping to get 1 roller coaster tonight. 1, just 1. We'll see if it happens, but hopefully 1 we can get on later. All right, and it's gonna be another walk-on for the Matterhorn. And 1 more immediate walk-on already in here. I think it took about 30 seconds for the whole thing. There are people on Valravn. This is not a test. There are people on Valravn. So even if I don't get to ride anything else tonight, Valravn is the one that I want to hit before I leave. We tried to get on it a couple times yesterday, so let's see how short of a line I can get on Valravn right after it rains. If I can do more, I will. It is 9:34 right now. and I have already ridden 3 rides. Oh yeah, no one's in line for Valravn. This is awesome. Maybe we'll hit up Raptor too. If it rains, if it pours, you might just find out that if you stick with it, there is a lot of benefit to it. So, sometimes you just gotta keep going. Oh my word! That has been a 5-minute wait on Valravn, and here we go. All right, so that took a total of 10 minutes for the entire ride and for the waiting. So I have 10 minutes left, and I can ride a couple of possibilities. I could go on Blue Streak with no wait whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I think they're sending out an empty one right now. Or I can go to Raptor, 10 minutes. Oh, I'm trying to decide which one I would rather do. I don't think I want to ride a ride by myself. So, I think I'm gonna get on Raptor. Now, I could go ride just some small rides too, but I think I'll still have to wait just as long either way for the loading process and then for the ride itself. So I think I'm only getting 1 ride in at this point regardless. So, why not make it Raptor? And if Raptor's closed, of course, I can go ride the Carousel up at the front of the park on my way out. So, I don't know, let's try it. Let's see what happens. But if this works, I will get 5 rides done in really about 40 minutes. And 2 of them will be roller coasters. That's the thing that blows my mind. All right, they are still letting people onto Raptor, which means this will be my 5th ride and my 2nd roller coaster of the night. And not even small roller coasters. These are big coasters. Always take the sure shot. I heard some kids saying that they were gonna go to Millennium. I don't think Millennium is a good choice at this point because there's a good chance a lot of people were wanting to hit Millennium right now. And if you're all trying to crowd into Millennium, it is going to have a longer wait. And if the wait's too long, they'll close the ride a little bit early. So even if it has like, say a 20-minute wait, which is nothing for Millennium, they'll still close the ride a little bit early, often. So instead, just take your sure shot. Take the one that's right there. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Complete and total walk-on. 9:55 and I'm on. And with that, I think I might be done for the night. It is 10 o'clock by my phone. I will see about 1 more, but I don't know that it's gonna happen. And you know that's okay. 5 rides in 40 minutes. That, you can't beat that. I think at this point, the only thing I could possibly ride would be the merry-go-round. I'm gonna ask, but I don't know that, I mean, it's not moving, so unless they're loading the last cycle, I'm really doubting I'm gonna get on it. Well, I made it. One last ride for Not Your Normal Guy. It is so hot, it is so sweaty. I have gotten 6 rides done in 40 minutes. Like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, we successfully completed 6 rides on our way out of Cedar Point tonight in the last 40 minutes. 40 minutes. That is awesome. So it's been a great day here. So I'm ready to go home. I feel very accomplished right now, and I also feel extremely hot. This shirt needs to come off as soon as possible. I have been sweating for profusely, really all day. It has been a great night. We did tons of rides there at the end of the day, and we saw a couple of shows. We also had a couple of drinks and just had to hang out in the hotel for about an hour. But hey, It's worth it. It was fun. And it's one more time when you can see that even when things don't go as planned at Cedar Point, you can always turn lemons into lemonade at Cedar Point. You can always make a great day out of it. There are no bad days at Cedar Point. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed our time hanging out today. And I know I have, at least most of it. There were a few frustrating moments, but I definitely had fun in the last couple of minutes there in particular. And those last couple of minutes made up for the day. So, I mean, last year, literally, I did 6 rides several times in an entire day last year. And that wasn't just big rides. That was often even the small rides, because every ride took forever last year. So to be able to do that many rides that fast tonight, is amazing. So I hope you guys will like, comment, and share. And please let me know, what do you want to see later? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.